What is up, Thursday personnel? How's everybody doing this evening? Hope you're doing very, very well. It is, of course, Thursday night, U-Boat night, and we are fairly early, and by fairly, I mean quite early, but that's okay. That's all right. We're going to make it. Hope you're having a fantastic week, and if you're not, hey, it's almost over. We're going to get through this, you and me. You and me. What's going on, Rolly, my guy? How you been? Okay, let's drag you over to the growth screen while I get things to fire up, hopefully without crashing this time around. What do you say, game? Shall we not crash this time around? What do you say? Let's do it. Boop. So far, so good. Rob Film, what's going on, my guy? Alrighty, Roo. We are loading ourselves back into the Northwest Atlantic. It is the end of no, hang on, sorry. Yes, the end of November of 1944. End of November, 1944. Strange, I thought we had gotten back to port last time. I wonder if I missed a save or something. I might have. We'll check. We'll check. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Whew. How's the weather where everybody else is, by the way? It is extraordinarily warm here in Nova Scotia, and by extraordinarily warm, I mean it's like 25. I know that's probably 25 Celsius. I know that's probably not a lot for most people, but whew, the east coast of Canada is not known for its warmth. That's certainly not what we are known for, people. That is not it. That is not it. Any hoozle. So far, the week's been going well for me. Again, the best part of the week is the fact that there's only one day of it left, and that's A-okay in my book. I think that's fantastic. I must say, for a game that's loaded onto a NVMe drive, I mean, it's a Gen 3, but still 3,000 megabits of transfer speed. This game still loads incredibly slowly. It's actually... Oh no, sorry, it's December 44. Okay, my bad. We did make it back to shore. Okay. Groovy, that's fine. Skipper, do we have any personnel on board? I don't think we do. No, we don't. That's fine. Let's have a look. We are fully kitted out on personnel, which is fantastic, of course. We're going to have to take a quick look in the boat itself. How are we doing on water? 0.4 meters of water, that's 100% fine. I'm cool with that. We need a few torpedoes. Not a ton, which is good overall. The galley is pretty well stocked up. We're not going to be having to screw around with that at all for the most part. And we do need a lot of torpedoes to the rear, but that's realistically, we saw that coming. That's sort of our thing, is being out of torpedoes a fair amount of the time. Let's go ahead and load up some torpedoes and get this party started. What do you say? What do you know? Alright, I'd like a T5 for the rear. Phew. Torpedoes are getting a little squirrely to pick up these days. It's not going well. It's not going great. Oh my lord. Look at this. We have almost no almost no AP rounds and almost no rounds in general. Yeesh. Okay. This is it's getting tough. You can tell that we're almost to the end now. This is getting really tough to pick up anything at all. We're just going to buy them out of whatever they've got, realistically. We're not going to take the AA shells. I don't really need them. Yikes, people. Yikes. Okay. Fuel, please? Can I get... Okay, need a little more. There we go. Hey, rock and roll. Rock and... Oh, I forgot to check to see if the skipper needs more of these. I will check that momentarily. In 2 days' time, as a matter of fact. In 2 days' time, we will check on that. And shall be checked. And there shall be much rejoicing. The peasants did rejoice, etc., etc. What was it? Yeah. Ah, we do need a couple more decoys. Okay. Noted. Alright. Where are they at? I want 3? 3 or 2? I can't remember. Let's take 3. What's the worst that can happen, realistically? Another T5 for the rear, and that kits us out fully, which is actually fantastic. Everybody's rebreathers should be maximum. Yes, they are. Off duty for another 8 hours. I think we might be able to get a vacation in. I'm not sure. We weren't at sea for a very long time. But no, we cannot take a vacation. That's unfortunate, but I understand. Wilhelmshaven. I feel like Wilhelmshaven is probably not the best idea since we're so close to the end of the war. I don't see a purpose to it. Partying off the east coast of Nova Scotia sounds pretty good, in all honesty. The E6 isn't terrible. The Mediterranean, no. And Bergen out of Norway. No, we won't be going to Bergen. But yeah, I'm figuring we head for where I live, which is pretty much right there. That's basically where I live, right here at the port of Halifax. So I'm looking forward to looking for my house. New mission. Good stuff. 2,500 kilos is what we need. Oh, we actually did a whole bunch of crap here. Hang on. That was from last patrol. It's fine. All right, we need 10,000 tons, 2,500 kilometers inside the mark area. Can I just quickly take a look at our journal? Yep, okay, that's very helpful. Thank you. Thank you for that game. Much obliged. Let's go ahead and pop the searchlight on really quick. Yes, I don't think there's anything else we actually require, so let's go ahead, kick the tires, light the fires, and get this show on the road. What do you say? What do you say we do that? Huh? I wonder, can I get the camera to stick to the bow? I would like to see the light turn on. Yes. Hey, nice timing. Good stuff. Good stuff, my guy. Sale, what's up, my guy? Thanks for the resubscription, my dude. I take your prime with pride. Thank you very kindly. 2 months, my guy. 2 months. 2 months in. What is up? For anybody just joining the stream now, we are heading off to the east coast of Canada in search of tonnages. Tons, even. That's what we're looking for, more or less. We're just going to go try to get me some tonnages. It's been a long time, my guy. How you been? I'm doing well. Hope you are as well. Hope you are as well. It is Thursday, everyone. Thursday. Requirement. Thursday is a requirement. Hate to hear it, my guy. Hate to hear it. Get well soon, my guy. Get well soon. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I forgot I was on the free cam. Everything went crazy for a second. My bad. Ugh, that was... I didn't like that at all, actually. All right. Get this puppy on out to the hunting grounds. Skeptical is not actually navigating because, you know, they don't actually navigate when they're close to shore, which is not great because then you don't get the buff to your engines. It's unfortunate. I think it should be revisited, but I do understand why it wouldn't be required. They don't really need to navigate at this point per se, but still. Overall, I think it's something the devs might want to take a look at really quick. Then again, it's probably not a quick thing at all. It's probably incredibly difficult to fix. Because I don't know anything about coding. That's what I'm trying to say. Hello? Why am I only getting 30 FPS? Whoa, that was weird. Crazy infected might end soon in hospital 2. Lost. Oh my God, my guy. Sorry to hear that, dude. It's very sorry to hear that. Hope, yeah, I'm pulling for you, my dude. I am pulling for you. Hope you get well very soon. Infections. Infections are no fun. Oh, we're heading towards a U-boat, I believe. Hello. Hello, other U-boat. How are you? She's out here somewhere. Don't actually have eyes on, apparently. She doesn't have her lights on, which I think is just irresponsible. They're heading to port. You know, like you're gonna want to turn on your navigation lights, people. I'm just saying. Seems like it could be fairly important to not smash in. Whoa. To not smash into stuff? I'm just saying. Just give it a try, maybe. Take a look at it. That kind of thing. Alright, we are Canada bound. Bound for Canada, even. We're going to slip right on in. Oh. We'll go right here, I think. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and move a milk cow around, I believe. See what we've got available. Do you know what? We've got milk cows available in sector C2. We're going to go ahead and move this milk cow to CC1. That's where I want them to be. It's going to take them 11 days to move one sector, but whatever. I'm sure it's fine. They know what they're doing, right? Obviously, they know what they're doing. Anyway, the long and short is that's crazy. It's crazy talk. It shouldn't be allowed. All right, let's get zooming. Go find some Canadians, etc. Let's see, 18 December. 1/8 Decemberini. Snow should be flying. 19 December. It's going to take us an awful long time to get across the pond here. Hey, Chide, what's going on, my guy? Don't find much there, eh? Find much where? Around us. You don't find much there around us. I'm very confused, Sale. You've got me all confused, my guy. Huh? Very, very worried about what's happening. I'm lost. I don't like it. 21. Oh no, there's tons to be found around the United States. You've got the port of Boston and New York. There's all kinds of good stuff to be found in there. You just have to be patient, unfortunately. Patience is key. It's not the best thing in the world, but hey, what are you going to do? At least going way out here to the mid-Atlantic, we know we're not going to run into aircraft after bloody aircraft. Christ's sakes. Gets really irritating. Our discipline is hurting. It's probably because we don't have any food in the galley. Now I think about it, I probably forgot to put food in the galley. I did forget to do that. That's a thing I forgot. Let's slide this down to here. Pop a few of these over here. Some bacon. Everyone loves bacon. Right? And cheese. Most people enjoy cheese. Even people that shouldn't have cheese enjoy cheese. I'm just saying. Patience is boring. Well, good thing I asked for patience then, skeptical. Anyway. Thanks, folks. I'm here. Oh, babies. Hello. We have been screwed over by our time compression yet again. I really did not expect to find anything this far out. So we're going to go ahead and max speed this baby and dive. Because we have enemies right over here. Right over here, as a matter of fact. Mesamoon, what's going on, my guy? Mesamoon likes a salty fact. Let's see now. Mesamoon, I had a medical appointment today, and I left work to go to it. And when I got there, they said, someone was supposed to tell you, you have to reschedule it. I was like, oh. Cool. Can I reschedule it now? And they're like, no, sorry, the people that book it aren't actually here. You'll have to call later. Awesome. And there's your salty fact, my dude. There's not much going around US. I mean, probably. At the same time, this is a video game, my guy. It is indeed a video game. Be very attentive to the fuel for the return. I'm not worried about it. We've got a lot of milk cows, so it should be fine. Realistically, it should be okay. And we are diving. Blub, blub, blub. Nice amount of down bubble. Good to see. And we did get to send that report off. Very good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pop on over to the listening post. We're going to slow to speed 3. Skipper is going to punch a pill here for them to chase and screw around with. And we are going to keep on moving. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they are super fun. The funnest kind of hospital is military hospitals. They're the bestest. Patience is key in The Sims. I mean, possibly. I'm not sure about that one. The only times I ever played The Sims was like busting out and stuff like that back for like the PS2. So it's been some time for me, my guy. Slow right down. Skipper, while we're thinking about it, why don't we go ahead and get you those pills that we got you? There you go, my guy. Yeah, pick those up. Rock and roll. Let's give Valentine a little help on the radio. And you don't need help, and you don't need help. Okay. So now it's just a matter of leaving. A matter of getting out of here. Because of, Oh, wow, they did not become alarmed. That's amazing. That is absolutely fantastic. Amazing stuff. I'm half tempted to turn around and get at it, but realistically, that is hubris talking. We shouldn't be... Where's my sonar decoy? Odd. I don't see my sonar decoy, but that's okay. Starting reading a Uboat book and made it halfway so far. Can only recommend it. Alrighty, my guy. Cool, cool, cool. No sarcasm at all, Mesamoon. If anyone detected any sarcasm, you are wrong. Wrong! Okay. Let's see, it's daylight. We're going to want 11 kilometers worth. We've got more than that. Let's go speed 3. Bring it to the surface, please. Rock and roll, everybody. Get on up. So get on up, etc. Discipline is garbage because of our depth, but that should change over time. Change over time. Let's see, it's currently minus 34. I wonder if this little box updates in real time or if I have to keep on popping in and out of it. Let's take a quick look. Nope, still minus 34. Lurk away, my dude. Lurk away. Sorry that you gotta work, my guy. Sorry that you gotta work. Okay, we are currently at, what, 130? Yep, 130 meters. Thank you, Wolf. 130 meters it is, and we are rising. Terrible way to start the patrol, realistically. I would have preferred to not start it by diving in panic. But, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Coming up on 100. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Na, na, na. Anyway. I'm just gonna crank up the music just a little bit. Just a little bit. There it is. Yeah, just a little bit. I like a little more music, please. Yes, V, early stream, my guy. Anybody who is not following me on Twitter, oh, you missed out because you would know that the stream was gonna be early. Anyway. Same developers are launching Uboat. Yes, I did know about that. I don't think I'd ever play it. Number one, I'm pretty sure my system is at the ragged low end of being able to operate in VR. Number two, that's an awful lot of expense for a technology that is yet to prove itself to me. I don't believe VR is where it needs to be yet, so that's not going to be my gig. By all means, everybody should jump into it, though. But for me, myself, not a big fan of VR. Hurts my eyeballs. Makes my eyeballs hurt. Alright, we're charging compressors. We're coming to the surface. So on and so forth. Alright. Bloop. Hello. We are still picking up things on radar, but of course we would be, because our radar is super good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and give Valentine a quick nap. Valentine does not need to be on the radar currently. Skipper can be doing the do. Compressor is running. Excellent. Good stuff, everyone. Everything's going well. I mean, it's not going great. It's just going well, and that's fine. It doesn't have to go great. You can just go well. It's fine. I'm tempted to go speed 4. I don't think we have to. I'd like to save on the fuel if I could. It'd be super cool if Skeptical would start navigating on his own, but again, we're too close to the other ships. So once he comes online, we'll save an additional 20%, I believe, on usage, which would be excellent. And I like saving on fuel. Yay, especially in today's world. Am I right? Just the other day, not yesterday, day before yesterday, I put $80 worth of gasoline into my tank, $80. And it went from just under a quarter tank to just over 3/4 of a tank. Something to the tune of like 33 liters of gas. Pain, my guy, pain. Super unbelievable amounts of pain. Yes, thank you. Skipper, you should be going offline soon, right? One of top VRs, and I say you can run any VR with that hardware, just saying. Yes, but I can't run it well. That's the problem. I feel like if you're going to put the money into buying like VR stuff, then you should have a system that can run it at the highest possible standard. Because if you can't, you're buying a shit ton of stuff that is very expensive to play crappy looking graphics. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not really my gig. Again, more power to anybody that wants to do it. It's not my idea of a good time. All right, we might run into another convoy just like we did before, but we have to go faster. Because I get bored very easily. It's not good. It's a personal problem overall, but what are you gonna do? No. The long and short of it being. Okay, we are fast encroaching upon Canadian waters. Pardon me. We're actually... Yes, we're quite close to Canadian waters. We're over the beginnings of the shelf anyway. And it is currently 10 a.m. Currently 10 a.m. I mean, it was when I said it. It's definitely not now because of our time compression, but still. So we've got a milk cow here in sector CC1. We might actually want to dip down and catch sight of that first. Fuel up and get ready to rock and roll in the sector for longer. What is good, Funky, my guy? What is good indeed? Hope you're doing well. I'm well. And what's good? Peanut butter. I enjoy peanut butter. It's good. I will go on a limb and say it's good. Alright, we're going to get into Sector CC1 here. We're going to top up our fuel tanks as best we can. And head on off into the area of responsibility. Alright, Valentine, let's go ahead and jump on the radio, please. Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Valentine calling for milk cows. Alright. Valentine is amazingly good at radio stuff because she's fully kitted out with all of the upgrades I can possibly give her. Let's see now. Coordinates are on the map at 40, 57 by 53, 45. Confirm. Thank you, little milk cow thing. Nice. Straight on down. It's good stuff. Eon, my guy, what is up, dude? Grab the screen. Oh, grab the got it. Funky wants to join the crew. Oh my god, Funky, let's see if we can even find you a body, my dude. We are running low on personnel. And not because I'm killing them all, just because, well, people really want to be a part of this thing. I'm not 100% sure why. It seems to lead to death for the most part. You know, and tears, death and tears. Necron, V, Diablog, somebody, 220. Okay, I need to list the sailors. I'm finding it hard. All right, who we got? Who's boarded? Let's see now. Oh, no, he's not on board. Hang on. We're looking. Aha! Mr. Edward Weber. Edward Weber, you shall no longer be you. I don't know why I'm going with a French accent. This is just a thing I am doing. It's possibly the wrong thing, but to hell with it. Straubs. Funky Straubs, welcome aboard, my dude. You have a dapper belt. I think you're wearing it wrong. I don't think you should tuck your sweater into your belt. It looks off-putting, and I'd like you to change it, please. Anyway, the long and short is, you're on board now, my guy. I think that might be the very last position I have. Ooh. Yeah, that was the last person aboard the ship. Yes, everybody else would be landed personnel. Everybody else would be a landed personnel. I may have to turn off the crew thing. I don't... Okay. And we are zooming towards our milk cow to replenish our diesel. Our diesel needs replenishing. Sweater outside of the belt always. I agree. See, this is exactly why I think maybe you just like got dressed in the dark, which you do on ship a lot actually. Red lighting or in perfect darkness. Usually red lighting though, and sometimes you just mess up, my guy. It's okay. Sorry. I don't blame you. It's okay. Eon, are you aware that you're like 4 months away from 2 years? My guy, like that is messed up. That's a long time. You know? That's a long time. I'm just saying. It's an incredibly large amount of time. I thank you for it, but still, it's a lot of time. I think we got to revamp Skipper's schedule here. The reason for that is he's programmed to work on the other side of the planet. So let's go ahead and do this thing. There we go. Just move him an hour. It'll be fine. Sweater tucked inside the pants could be worse. Could wear underwear outside of pants. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not... The math did slap you in the side of the head. Glad to hear it, my guy. Glad I'm not alone on that one. Alright, we got 100 and some odd kilometers before we reach our milk cow friend. Our friendly neighborhood milk cow. We are definitely not going to smash into the milk cow, right? We're not going to smash into the milk cow. We're not going to smash into the milk cow. I'm just saying. Skipper, come up here for a sec, my guy. And let's go to red lighting, please, because I do not want to smash into the milk cow. Please and thank you. Let us carry on like Donkey Kong. Which, you know, now that I think about it, and it's really the first time I've ever thought about it, carrying on like Donkey Kong makes no sense, because Donkey Kong stood in one spot. I'm just saying. Anyway. I'm just saying. It seems odd to me that this is what we say. When, nope, it's definitely not the way you want to go. Alright, nope. I thought maybe I caught sight of something here. We're about 20k out, so realistically I'm not going to see it. I might with the periscope. Maybe, but... You know, he does throw barrels, but like... I don't know if that qualifies, you know? as like getting it on, like not like are we saying let's throw shit, but stand still and don't move? Is that what we're saying? Because I feel like that's weird. Hey, there we go. Hello, milk cow. How are you? We've got a Type 14. Type 14 milk cow. Unknown ship, it says, even though it tells me exactly what kind of ship it is. I'm just saying that's weird and I don't like it. It's weird and I don't like it. Let's go ahead and go a little bit faster, please. Just a wee bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, just break stuff. Just, yeah, that's fine. Just break things. It's okay. Alright, 1,200 meters out. We can stop right about here, I think. Right about her. Hey, look, somebody's having a smoke break. What's up, dude? Hey, buddy, how you doing? Nobody else out on deck. It's really dangerous to smoke by yourself at sea. It's incredibly dangerous. It's not like any more dangerous to fall off, because like if you fall off, you're pretty fucked. I'm just saying it's really dangerous because then nobody saw you fall over. You know what I mean? It's not great. Breakfast, what's up, my guy? How you been? You 493. 49er tray. Okay, we have come to a stop approximately 441 meters away. Let's go ahead and interact. We're going to send the skipper over because, you know, I just feel like it's a good thing for him to go over. 18 seconds. Look at the size of the ballast tanks on this thing. Isn't that amazing? Just monster-sized ballast tanks. Just incredible. 10 seconds out. 10 seconds. It's also incredibly dumb to say, like, 10 seconds. I mean, if I'm going to say it, like, in a different language. Anyway. Cargo, please. I need stuff. And by stuff, I mean fuel. And by fuel, I mean stuff. Oh, I'll take one more decoy as well. Yes, please. Just stock on up while we can. Why not? Food wouldn't be terrible. Top up our bread. Yeah. That pretty much does it for what we can take, to tell you the truth. Everything else is not compatible, but that's okay. What do you got for ammo? I would like you to take this. Yes, please. Good. Now we actually have ammunition. How's things going? Blah, 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 blah. Very sad. It's always sad. It's always sad. Don't ever ask, because it's always incredibly sad. It's never good. It's never a good thing. One day off duty. Bang, go. Fully kitted out, ready to rock and roll. Whee! Now we got stuff. Stuff and things. Things and stuff. Skipper, let's get that decoy while I'm thinking about it, please. Actually, on your way down, turn on the pump. Turn on the pump on your way down. That's a good idea. Come on, Skippy. Come on, little skipper guy. Let's go. Come on. There you go, buddy. It's a lot of ladders. I know. It's a lot of ladders. I'm just saying. All right. We are good to go. We're going to go ahead and back up like yay. Kaswoosh. And we are going to go forward like yay. We need to get to the hunting ground, people. Let's go ahead and just zip on straight to this wise. I think it's probably best. And, yeah. This is what we're going to do, and what we're going to do is this. I don't want to go too fast. The supply ship made it. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, good. Not that I already got supply. Anyway, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's 100% fine. I think my fridge is making a weird sound. Can anybody hear my fridge? Just asking. And bloop. Hey, we're here. We're here. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Sable Island. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. No, no. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Just a minute. I'll be with you in just a second. With you in just a second. I'm just doing really important stuff. Aw, it looks dumb when you scroll out. Sad. Oh well. Anyway, I know it's... Oh, we should probably give him nostrils. Hang on. We'll do like Archie-style nostrils. There you go. Right? Yeah. Sable Island is an angry boy. Alright, let's go this way. This is the way we shall go, and we shall go this way. 3 shall be the number of counting, and the number of counting shall be 3. And you better catch... Oh, my God. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Can't hear the fridge. I mean, it's probably the compressor making noise. I don't even know if it's the fridge. It could be my computer, like, telling me it's going to explode. Because this game is not nice to it. It's not nice to it. It's only running at 74 degrees, but the CPU's running at 75 because of how much I'm asking for it to do. But don't worry, little PC. Someday you will have the horsepower to not sweat so much when we do these things. I promise. Someday. That day is not today, but there shall be a day in which you shall not be in such pain. That's the idea anyway, etc., etc. Alright, we're gonna hunt when we get right around here. With any luck, we'll pick up stuff coming out of Halifax, Boston, and New York. So they may be within my hearing range here. I'm tempted to go to Halifax, but the port is fairly... I don't know. Good timing? What? Okay, where are we at? Yes, diving. That's where we're at. We're diving. We're looking for boats. Boat lookings, people. Boat lookings indeed. Go ahead and dive this puppy. See if we can find something to shoot at. I would very much like things to shoot at. It would be good. Oh, I see, Eon. Thank you. Yes. Aha, I just got it. Right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, etc. Etc., etc. I'm going to switch to blue lighting for them because they don't do it. I think it's silly, but sure. One day I may have a better... Yes. Donate here. Subliminal advertising at its best. Okay, boat. If anytime you want to go under the water would be cool. Oh. Oh, hey, there it is. Bloop. Sir Bloopenstein. Good stuff. Getting a good down bubble these days. Really nice down bubble. Something they may have changed recently. I don't know. Anyway. What do we got? Wow. 4 shalt thou not count, neither count thou 2. Excepting that thou then proceed to 3. 5 is right out. I love that movie. Got my daughter to watch that recently. She laughed and laughed and laughed. Anyway. Let's go towards Halifax. Let's see what's going on in my city. In the city. City of Halifax. We keep it rocking. No, we don't. We don't keep it rocking. It's not... Anyway. Anyway. Let's see. 5 a.m. Sun should be coming up soon. Probably around 8-ish, I would guess. Nope. Skipper's already online in the darkness. We are going to have to play with his schedule a bit more, I think. Let's do that while I'm thinking of it. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. Just have him come on an hour later. An hour later should be fine. Alright. Are looking for boats. Boats is what we're looking for. Okay, we're going to go to here, and we're going to sit and wait. And with any luck, we'll pick up shipping as it goes by. Because they're being mean and not throwing themselves in front of my torpedoes. That's right, Funky. 100% my guy. Mr. Jake Smith, new on this particular boat. Felt it was a little warm inside the... There you go, my guy. Can we open a window? It's very stifling in here. It's quite stifling, I would say, overall. Kill the motors. Lock the rudder to midships, please. Let's go ahead and raise the snorkel. And once the snorkel has been raised, we shall sit and wait for anything that might be coming out of the port of Halifax. This is my plan. Whether or not it is a good plan, I do not know. We shall find out. We shall all find out together. Good. Now it's finally up. Let's go ahead and dive to Periscope. Please. And thank you. And bloop. Good. Okay. We're rocking and rolling. Now it's just a matter of getting on the big ears with Val here. And there we go. 9 to 21 just coming out of port. Good. It's fantastic. Let's make a little noise, get a little closer. We'll stay just below the surface so we don't lose the contact. They'll probably hug the shore a bit. I'd like to meet them around here somewhere. That would be great. Be super good if we could. We're actually heading a little further south than I would have believed ordinarily. That's okay. That's fine. Alright, let's let them figure out where it is they want to go here momentarily. Say right about now-ish would be a good place to stop. Some Soviet subs had a swimming pool. Holy Christ. Tell me you have no concept of money without telling me you have no concept of money. Am I right? Alright. Where are you going, fellas? They haven't started cutting yet. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and try to meet up with them. I would have thought they were going to be heading across the pond, but apparently we're wrong. Typhoon class had them. Weird. That's super weird. I think it's incredibly weird. Sorry, just got an email. Okay. I'm thinking we go like this. Let's max out our speed, please. We're not making a very good slip at 14 knots, but that's okay. We might actually have them within sonar range now. Oh dear. Stop. Stop. Give me... No. Come on. Give me electric motors. Oh, babies. Look at all of this nonsense. Okay, it looks like the convoy is, like, sorting itself out, trying to figure out where it wants to go. So, we're gonna have to figure out what to do about this. What do we got over here? That'd be a Corvette. She is a flower class? I believe she's a flower. There she is. Flower class. Nuisance, thanks for them biddies, my guy. Much obliged, much obliged. Salt indeed. Just wonder how that works when they change depth. Right? A whole arcade. Holy crap, man. I feel like that's excessive. What do we got there? That's a... Ooh, that could be a destroyer. Or it could be just a Liberty-style ship, honestly. The distance makes it very difficult. We got a Liberty there. Not a Liberty. Empire. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm like, whoops. Oh, C3. I like C3s. They are very fun to blow up because they are very big. It's like 7,000 tons worth right there. And a Liberty class? Oh. Game, you're screwing with me at this point. There's so much tonnage. That's my 10,000 there. Oh, there's another C3. I'm excited. I'm excited. What else we got? Empire. Probably a destroyer. And that's it for my sight range currently. Okay. So, we really need this patrol or this convoy to settle the hell down and figure out where they're going. Nothing's pointed directly at me currently, so what I'm going to do is slip down to 30, start moving, because no one should be able to hear me right now. So, Jaws theme, love it. Love it, my guy. Oh, juicy C3s. Current date in the game is 31 December 44. 31 December 1944. Right there. That's a badass soundtrack. It really is. It's really scary. It's genuinely frightening. Alright, let's figure out who's heading where. It looks like we might have two convoys that are, like, colliding in a way. I think. Alright. If we do take shots, they'd be very long distance shots. We got a C3 there, C3 there. I'm not going to be able to hit this guy. I'm willing to cut down on the, like, lose a bit of the angle by going like this, but this is probably my target here. There's a Liberty there. I doubt... See, these two, it's like two convoys converging, so this one's going to be tough. I'm not sure what heading to trust here. Happy New Year's, everybody. Alright, they are jostling quite a bit here. Oh, it looks like... Nope, they're spinning towards New York. I'm tempted to just pitch... turn around and pitch a T5 at the rear. Very tempted to do that, to tell you the truth. I'm going to go in this direction. Hopefully don't get picked up. I don't think we will. We're just going to head this way for the time being. Figure out where these things think they're going. Wow. We've got a ballet happening. It's not a fan of... I mean, yes, but you're probably going to hit nothing at all. Nothing at all. These things are very, very, very far away. So it's very unlikely I could actually hit anything. Okay, the problem with all of this is I can't get a course off of any of it. So we're going to whip the boat around and prime a T5 to pop out the rear. And that will be our homing target. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Alright, spin this puppy around, and we're going to stop here. T5 is almost ready to go. We're going to fire it at, say, this ship. Just for... Oh, they're all alarmed, interestingly enough. Weird. Okay. Anyway, some are alarmed and some aren't. I don't really know what's going on here. Let's... What are we looking at distance-wise? We're looking at 3,500 meters, give or take. So we'll go ahead and toss that in here, 3,500. The speed is going to be somewhere around 6. Not that it matters particularly. And we're going to pretend they're doing something like 200 degrees. We're just allowing this this T5 to find its own target. So it doesn't really matter what we plug in here. We're going to come up to torpedo depth, mind you, but that's okay. That's all right, I suppose. The T5 is ready to go. We are 20 meters-ish now. Let's go ahead and flood a tube. We'll go magnetic. Set this to a 3-meter trigger would be nice. And punch it. Did I lose the target or something? Oh dear, what's going on? Hello? I'm not sure what just happened, but bad things, more or less. So like, yeah, that's fine. What the hell language is that supposed to be? Breakfast? Holy shit. Germany. No worries, my guy. Understandable. Hello and welcome to the stream. Rindfleischit. Ketierung. Subervakund. Vakung. Saufgabenuber. Tragung. Setze. Holy shit, man. That's not fair. That's not... How is that fair? There's no way I can possibly ever read that. It's in a different language. You guys are mean. Can I fire it now? Yep. Okay, this time it actually left, so that's cool. This guy, I think, wants to fight. I don't know what his deal is, but I'd rather he didn't. We got 100 and some odd meters worth of water. We can hide here. We can just be a cute little bunny hiding at the bottom of the sea here. Everything should be fine. Let's get on depth keeping, though. Blue lighting, depth keeping would be nice. Let's go with that. Okay. Alright, and let's go ahead and see what we're going to be heading for here. Rock and roll. It's about pork rinds. There you go, my guy. KJ, what's up, my dude? It does make sense. What makes sense, my dude? What makes sense? Never heard that word in German. Same. 100% same, my guy. Definitely never heard that. Alright, it doesn't look like we've locked onto anything yet, which is fine. It's not pork, it's beef. Oh, well, there you go. Beef Labeling Supervision Task Transfer Act. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Now, with any luck, this won't detonate before reaching target, because we do have a magnetic trigger on it, as you can see there. You get the little magnetic bars as opposed to the actual trigger, which is like a little can that sticks out and gets pushed inside to make everything go bang. We've still not acquired anything, which is odd considering there's warships right here. But, I mean, it's fine. She might not be actively seeking yet, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. That's okay. We're fine. We're good. We're all good. Everything's fine. I think it's fine. Oop, little stutter there. Sorry about that. But the old PC can only do so much for me. If we head for this NA1, I'm going to be very upset. Because, like, yes, we'll kill it in one shot, but what a waste of a torpedo. You know what I mean? Yeah, that guy's coming to say hello to us. We're going to lay it right down on the bottom. Lay it right on the bottom, and with any luck, no one will notice us. Sorry, my bad, mate. No worries, my guy. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Anything yet? Nothing. Oh! We have begun to lock. We are heading for... Looks like a group made of... We got an NA-1, a Corvette, C-3, Empire, Empire, Empire. NA-1. NA1. Why spend valuable space between word when you can write one long word? Yeah, exactly, right? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Okay, little turpidoo. Where are we going? It looks like we're heading for this Empire right here. Which is odd. Because this thing should be making more noise closer, but whatever. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's okay. I'm just, you know, confused. It's an odd choice. What is that? It looks like an Empire behind an a Liberty behind an Empire, maybe? Yeah. Alright, let's zip this along just a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like this Empire is my target. She's either Canadian or British. This is an Empire Bell type. We have a Flower class Corvette heading in our general direction. We are laid firmly on the bottom. And we're about to explode against the side of this here vessel. Well, not the side, the rear exactly, but whatever. It's all good, right? Alright. Let's see what we can see. Might as well look from this wise. We got a dude standing up on deck right here. There it is. Alright, very little damage, but she is ablaze, which is good. However, Empire crews are notoriously good at putting out fires, so... What are you gonna do? Wolf Sokerad, what's going on, my guy? And realistically, the fire is probably gonna get put out by the sea. Yes, the fire is now out. They are taking on water. Not a lot of water. The sunset part here is probably not gonna go down at all. We may have a collision inbound, though. We have a Swedish Empire. She'll probably miss it, but it's very close. It's... Like, nautically speaking, they're incredibly close to each other. Yes, the Sunset Park appears to be hurt, but not dead. Alright, who's dropping? It's this guy. We may want to cheese it. Let's come off the bottom. Get ready to smash this thing into gear because, yeah. Kind of problematic at the moment. Because we don't want Wasserbombs to fall on my head. No Wasserbombs on our head, please. Yep, they're getting closer. Go! Do it! We're gonna scrape some paint here, people, because we're not coming off the bottom fast enough, but that's okay. Come on, get off the bottom. There it is. There it is. Well, we're making a ton of noise. We might as well make some more. Let's load another T5 into the rear. Let's do this, shall we? We are in danger of getting exploded. I don't feel like getting exploded currently. So we will attempt to leave the explodies behind us. Glad to know that it isn't... Oh, there you go, my guy. Swedish Empire. She's probably It's very, very possible, yeah. Yeah, very, very possible. Okay, how we doing? Are we out of harm's way? We are, realistically. Probably. I think. We might pick up a little bit of damage here. Depends on how deep they're dropping. I think the explosions are happening well above our heads, which is good overall. Alright, we are going to head in this direction. We're also going to start priming forward torpedoes. Let's go ahead and get a T3 lined up. We're not going to be shooting at these warships, unfortunately, just because, well, realistically, they're going to be impossible to hit for the most part. But overall, it's not the worst thing in the world. Jesus! Thanks, V. Gonna have a bad time? Probably not. I think we're gonna be okay for now. Now, I'm gonna keep running fast while we're still loading because we're making enough noise that it's not possible to get quiet now. But whatever. Everybody always asks for that. Man, I gotta tell you, I should write down, like, the ones that everybody asks for, and then maybe people ask for different ones. Pneumonotramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. And that's my shot, my guy. That is my shot. Alright, we are, what, halfway done warming. Almost halfway done loading. This guy's going to be a problem for me. We have a lot of warships coming in on our position, by the way. Like a fair amount of them. Overall, it's not great. It's not good. Well, thanks, my guy. Yeah, FAQ words, there you go. Except no one will ever look at it, so it won't matter. No one would ever look at it. Okay. Let's speed this along a little bit here. Need to get this loading done, people. Super important. There it is. Loading is complete. We're going to turn. We're going to slow to 1. Skipper's going to punch a pill. And we're going to get deeper. Get ready to dive the boat down to 100. Let's get on depth keeping, please. Come on, Skipper. Move your ass. You need to run, dude. You got to run. You have to run. There it is. Come on, Skip. And bloopskis. Let's dive a little deeper away from our decoy, please. Alright, let's see how that goes. Alright, they're dropping depth charges, but they were dropping along our path. They're not dropping in our path, which is good overall. We got depth-wise, 120 meters along, more or less. We have to try to get out this way. Lots of Wassa bombings are going on. Tons and tons and tons of them. Like realistically, too many. Even for, like, the war. Like, who would drop, like, 57 depth charges? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're expending so much for very little reward. But hey, what do I know? Alright, how we doing? I mean, we're not doing great. We're not doing too terribly, though. What we could do is head in this direction. I don't think we're going to get a shot at any of this crap, though. Now, I warmed up that T5 to the rear, did I not? We might pop one out, I'm just not sure. It's no longer warm, unfortunately. Okay, we'll just have to live with it. Just have to live with it. Don't know if it's an actual word. Technically it is. It was in, Mary Poppins. It was in Mary Poppins. Everything's alarmed forever. Do-do-do. Everything's alarmed forever. Do-do-do. Now everything's heading towards me. Do-do-do. What a weird state of affairs. Holy Jesus, okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, absolutely everyone. Let's go to 20 meters if we can. Maybe we'll get a shot away here. Let's do some warming. Some warming. Some warming, please. Maybe we'll get to punch a torpedo out here. I'm not 100% sure. Now, it doesn't look like any of these warships can hear me. This guy might be able to get a sniff, but unless there's something sitting in my baffles that I can't see, we can go a little faster here. Going faster is more dangerous because we've got our snorkel up. Let's drop that for the time being. So we don't want to be poking out of the water once we get close to the surface. We're at roughly 75 meters and rising. Yeah. Arm the nuke torp. We don't have any of those, my guy. Not even a one. But if I did, ooh, wouldn't that be some fun? That would be some fun. Alright, we've got a shot at whatever this might be. We do have a shot at this, I think. Maybe. It's going to be tight. 960 meters and counting. Renrad, thanks for that follow, my guy. Much obliged. Alright, we're going to call this... she's probably doing about 6, or no, she's not alarmed. She's probably doing closer to 7 now. She's currently on... I mean, it's almost 45 degrees, I would say, realistically. Distance to target, let's pretend it's just that so I can get one flooded. We're going to go with a impact trigger, I think. We're going to set this really high. An impact trigger at, 2 meters depth. 2 meters depth seems fine. Okay, she's going to be 870 meters. Well, let's call it 860 meters out. We'll see if we can manage to snag a quick shot here. And... wait for it. Change that to 840. That's the wrong button. 840. And firing. Torpedo away. Let's keep going in this direction, please. Torpedo is running fairly straight and true. With any of luck, it's going to do something for me. I did set it to... thanks for them biddies, my guy. Much obliged, much obliged. That was a T1. Let's load another T1 in its place. Get some helpers, please. Now we're starting to make some serious noise. What are we shooting at? We are damn it, it's an NA1. Damn. Swedish NA1, the Sviborg. The Sviborg is what we're shooting at. There's a C3 coming up behind her. I think it's that guy right there. So we're going to head in this direction. Alright, incoming on the NA1. See if we manage to clip her. What did I fire at? 2 meters depth? It might go off. I think it's going to skip off the bottom. It's going to be called a dud, but I think it's... oh, no, okay. I really didn't expect that to work. Got her pretty far in the rear, too. Okay, she's dead, which is good. The Sviborg is dead. I want to get a shot at this here C3. That's what I want. Let's keep going on warming, please. So, I think we're going to have to duck our heads a little bit here, because we've got an Empire that's going to be directly overhead. So we'll duck underneath it for the time being. We're going to continue moving in this direction. We may see a collision here. There's a C3 right here. We can't see her because of... ah, there it is. Okay. Looks like we got a collision going. V's got a... would like a salty fact. Let's see now, V. The pair of shoes I wear the most often, and I wear them the most often because they're so quick and simple to put on and take off, is a pair of Nike shoes, the only pair of Nike shoes I've ever owned in my entire life. And they are essentially falling apart. Like, the laces aren't there anymore. They're just absolutely tearing themselves to shreds, but they're the ones I wear the most often. And there's your salty fact, my guy. I've got a Liberty coming in towards us. I'd really love to get a couple shots away at this C3. She's moving very slowly because she's trying to not hit this Liberty ship. I have to worry about this guy. She's in our way. She might be in our way anyway. So let's pretend she's going extreme. Let's worry about that in a minute. In a minute, she's going almost, let's say, 355 degrees, maybe. We are rising, which is good. I'm going to put in zeros here just so I can start warming a torpedo. I'd like you to... yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. There it is. Angle out of range. You're wrong. Okay. So I guess I have to change this crap? I don't know. 530 meters and... sorry, no. 530 meters goes here. Speed is super low. Let's call it like 2.5 maybe. I'd like to throw 2 at it on magnetic triggers. What's the depth on a C3? Probably really low. I'm going to go ahead and say 7 meters. And I'm not going to be able to fire it because of this crap. We've lost the signature on it, so I can't shoot at it. And this guy is too close. I can't fire at him either. Damn it. Thanks, guy. Alright, now we can see we've got an armed Liberty coming at us. We don't want that per se, so let's go ahead and dive again. Armed Liberty heading straight for us. We've got the chance to get this Liberty C3 maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. Do you wear them with the brown socks? No, actually. The brown socks makes it weirdly uncomfortable to wear. I don't know why. Maybe because the brown socks knows they're just for work. We may change our target to this fella right here. That might be the way I... Come on. That might be the way I go with this. We might try to throw magnetic torpedoes at this thing. So let's back up fairly quickly. And we'll get ready to chuck some magnetic torpedoes at this dude. She's going really slow. Like, I don't even know if she's moving, to tell you the truth. Not really. So, yeah, I guess. And we'll stop here. She might be doing, I don't know, 1.5 knots, maybe? She's currently 340 meters out, which gives us enough room for arming. She's on attack of, I don't know, what, like 60? Something like that. Let's set these a little higher to 6 meters and fire them. Let's see what happens here. 1's away, 2's away. Okay, hang on a sec. Gotta do some warming and loading and... Oh! There's a shot for you. Torpedo coming out the tube. Hang on. Very nice. Very cool. Very cool. Loading, please. Loading would be good. Let's do a T3 there. Alright, that T5 to the rear is ready. This is the A.B. Hammond. She is a Liberty class out of the U.S. Let's see if we can slam her with 2. There you go. Just bounce them off. Just bank them a little bit. It's fine. Just bank them a little bit. 10 seconds out. She basically stopped moving. That's not good. Oh. Oh, dear. Okay, so she did stop moving. One of our fish, which is a T1, is heading in this direction. It might hit the C3. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Let's see. Oh, it's probably way... Oh, I thought it'd be way too deep for that. I thought for sure it'd be too deep for the keel. Oh, we knocked a mast off her. Not much damage, though. Too far to the rear. So the other torpedo, unfortunately, missed, but that's okay. We do have more torpedoes ready. This thing might be moving again. I don't know. Hello? Can I click on you? Thank you. Now, where did all the values go? Come on, that's cheating. Give me the values back. Anyway. She's 332 meters away. She's on attack of a pretty significant attack, actually. Like 45 degrees, maybe? 45 degrees, probably. Thereabouts. Speed is incredibly low. But let's call it 1. Maybe. 2 more mag torps. Set this much higher, please. Can I set it much higher, please? Thank you. And let's lower the depth to 4.5, maybe. And we're going to give it a minute to drift out in front of us here. Oh, wow. I set it to 300. It should have been 200. 235. I don't even know if these will arm in time. Fire it! I should have changed the dispersion. Damn it. Oh, I can see one of my torpedoes going. That's the T1 we can see with the bubbles. There she is there. Looks like a hit. There it is. Oh my god, we broke it in half. Broke her in half. Dead in 1. Look at that. Cracked the nose right off it. What happened to the other one? Did it dud out? Must have dudded out. That's unfortunate. Oh. Ooh. Hello. Yep, there she is. A dud stuck in the side of her. Look at that. Huh. Brutal. Damn. The SSAB Hammond. Heading for the bottom. Nice. Now, unfortunately, that's not the end of our tonnage. We need more. So, we're going to head in this direction fast. Do we have any torpedoes left? We don't. Not to the forward. That's a problem. Oh, we've got one coming up, though. We've got one more torpedo that might be ready in time. We're going to have to find out. I need a little tiny bit more tonnage. Just like a couple hundred would be nice. Thanks, my guy. 150,000 letters long. It's the name of a protein found in the human body. There's actually, there's a word It's technically not a real word, technically. It's out of a book, I believe, and it's like the elemental name of something or other. It's got something to the tune of like 300,000 letters. Darth Bob, thanks for the follow, much obliged. Okay, we're gonna try... I think we're gonna be firing a cold torpedo at this guy. Realistically, I think we're firing a cold torp. I'm gonna pretend they're doing a bit... Oh, hang on. Oh. 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 We're not going to be firing any torps at this thing because she's already dead. She's just not willing to give up. She's been abandoned. All we have to do is wait for our party to get finished, and all will be well. Let's stop here. I'm going to pop a pill at the 20-meter mark and then get us out of here. Actually, we're going to start moving at speed 1 here. I may actually hide beneath the dead ship. Alright, pills away, says Skipper. Let's dive to 60 and get ourselves underneath this here crippled ship. The Mary M. Dodge. We'll hide underneath her, and then all shall be well, right? There's the Liberty heading off into the sunlight. Sunshine? Sunlight? Shine? I don't know. Anyway, the long and short is, we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine. Let's get down to 70, just in case. I don't want to, like, clip the conning tower or anything. And where's my decoy? Hello, decoy. I dropped a decoy. I'm pretty sure I did. I can't see it on the map, which is weird. Ah. Pontoons, chest. I may not have dropped a decoy, which is weird. Because I heard the bubble sound. But hey, what do I know? Alright, how we looking? Let's get right on over here, please. She is still moving, weirdly enough. Amazing. Ship propellers directly above us. I'm not super concerned about that. Alright, let's just tuck ourselves right in here. Right there is fine. Let's stop the boat here. We are now hovering below a Liberty ship. Unfortunately, the game won't let me see it. Maybe. Hang on. There's a line here. Some kind of graphical error. Oh, there she is. Hello. I'm right below her. There she is there. We're just hovering right there. Let's put it right down near the bottom, actually. Let's crash dive. And, yeah, that's going to be that. It will be a deck gun kind of thing. That will be happening, yes. That will be happening. Oh, there's the pill. Jesus, okay. Alright, now we're just going to chill. We're going to chill for a while. Let them do stuff. Let them do stuff and things. That boat is drifting away from me. It's weird. It's like it's moving somehow. Anyway, we should be pretty safe here. I can't imagine there's really any reason they could possibly pick us up at this point. Although they're going to try... Uh-oh. Nope, okay. I thought the destroyer was heading directly for me. I was like, please no. Please no, destroyer. Go away. Everyone should leave me alone now. I would like you to all leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I would like to gun down this ship and get my points, if you don't mind. It would be very beneficial if you just let me do this, and then all would be well. The West Bank Park is just sort of cruising around by itself for whatever reason. She's that Liberty guy. Hello. Alright, well, whatever. Go, oh, seriously, you guys. Like, you gotta... Okay, well, I guess we'll do this for a while. Cool. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing, when we do this nonsense for hours upon hours. And it keeps kicking you out of time compression, so unless you're listening for the ticks, you could be sitting for a lot longer than you thought. It's interesting, you know, they have made improvements to the AI because there's way less collisions than there used to be. Uh-oh. Hello? 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 I would like him to go away. How much room do I have to move? 11 meters off the deck. We have essentially no room. Okay. That's fun, right? Oh well, she passed us by, so that's fine. Sure wish they'd just go the hell away, though. I feel like it's, I don't know, it detracts from the game. That they just sit in place for hours upon hours. I mean, maybe they did that in real life. I don't know, but it is annoying. It's intensely annoying. It looks like they may be leaving now, which is great. Val needs a nap, because Val is getting very tired. We'll just let everything be chill for a little bit. Everything's going to be cool. We could do some loading. Shouldn't be anybody left to hear us currently, so we'll get some loading done. Another T3 would be nice. Let's take some help, please. Yeah. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah. Alright, let's let some time go by, please. Please to be letting time go by. Alright, he's done loading that one. Might as well load up the other tube as well. And another T1 we don't have, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Alright. Do you think maybe they're gone? They might be gone. Let's go ahead and find out. Let's find out if they're gone. Hello? How we doing? Alarm! We don't need to be alarmed. Everything's fine. That Liberty basically didn't move, which is super weird. Can you? Seriously? Like... Alright, they're far enough away that we should be solid here, so let's go ahead and get to the surface. Get to the surface, get ready to deck gun down our C3 friend here. Who, weirdly enough, I'm pretty sure the nose was underwater the last time I looked, not the tail, but hey, what do I know? I just work here. We're going to get Semicolon to come up into the conning tower so he's closer to the gun. Just to make this a little easier on ourselves, I think. We're going to go ahead and start firing both compressors, just because I'd like them to pump up as quickly as humanly possible. Be ideal. Feel free for a lurk, my guy. We enjoy lurking here. Enjoy. Alright, once we put this thing down, we'll be almost double our tonnage, which is fantastic overall. And can we raise the boat any faster, gentlemen? Jesus. Right, anyway. Just saying. Alright, here we go. Ready to rock and roll. Let's get to the guns, boys. Come on, guns. Come on, guns. Come on, brain. Think of things. Come on, brain. Be so smart. Deck gun. There it is. Alright, we're picking up stuff on radar, but we knew that was going to happen, so that's fine. And we'll get him off of there. We'll get Skipper some help with what he's doing. Semicolon is almost to the gun. He has no helpers, but that's okay. I'd like to use the HE if I have to use anything. I like the hitbox of this ship as well. Now, the warships are going to hear this, and they're going to come steaming back towards me, which is a pain. That's okay, I guess. The Mary M. Dodge. Trying to skip them in close to the waterline here. That should be it. I think she's done. We'll put one more into her for fun. And hell, maybe even one more. Alright, we're not... I really don't want to stop shooting until we're sure she's sinking. I mean, I think she is, but, I mean, look at this crap. We've got all kinds of enemies all over the damn place. There it is. She's gone. Now she's sinking. Cool. Cool. Alright, back down to the bottom, boys. Back down to the bottom, everybody. Back down to the bottom. We gotta kill the compressors because they're eating up our oxygen, but that's fine. Everything should be fine now. Alright, sink this thing. Sink it. Sinks. There it is. Blip, 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 blip. I think we might actually layer directly on the bottom so that we're basically invisible. Boom. Alright, now. Nobody can hear us anymore. We are as hidden gets. As hidden can be. Run away! It was the tip. Was it? I thought it was the nose. I remember thinking, wow, you almost never see the nose go down, but whatever. Okay. Alright, that Liberty did not turn around. Come on. And the warships didn't turn around. That's interesting. That's very cool, actually. Okay, I think that now is a great time to take a quick little break, everybody. Hey there, Canadian, what's going on? Just like a Das Boot, my guy. We're going to take a 10-minute break, everybody, because I need to handle some business, if you know what I'm talking about. And I need to refill this, because it's all empty, which makes me sad. So, yeah, we'll be about 10 minutes. If you choose to leave the stream now, hey, thanks for coming by in the first place, and hope to see you again sometime. I do stream every Tuesday and Thursday. So, yeah. Maybe come on by again. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, we'll be back soon. All right, everybody. Hope you're ready to get back online because, well, I am. So let's sort of do the do. What do you say? What do you say we do that do? Catch up on chat a little bit. I won't be streaming for too much longer, but it is what it is. Finally got to watch one of your streams and boom. Sorry, Leon, my guy. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Zurich. Is Zurich? Does that mean, like, back? Geet Faka, what is going on, my guy? It has been some time. How you been? Oh, Tay. We are pretty solid right here. We're not super concerned about things. Let's start heading in this here direction in snorkel distances. We need a little bit more in the way of accumulated or compressed air. Overall, though, this is going very, very well. These guys are heading away. Now, this might just be warships, though. It might not be warships. I'd like to say hello to them. We have to take stock of what's left on the boat, mind you. It's getting a little low on boomers, you know, my guy. A little bottom sitting, my guy. You got to do it. That's what I mean. Oh, good. Which alcoholic beverage is it today? Vodka. Woodka. Just a little bit of woodka, my guy. Woodka. Noises. Exclamation points, etc. Alright, we're coming up off the bottom now, which is positive. Let's start kicking in the engines. We'll want to switch back to preferring diesels as soon as we can. And we might as well just fire both compressors now. Because as we are coming up, I'm not super concerned about our air supply exactly. 1.4 meters of water in the boat. Let's pump that out, please. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to figure out. We're gonna see if we can say hello to these here fellows over here. Let's give Val a nap for the time being, and carry on, as they say, like Donkey Kong. 8 torps left. Yes, my guy. Thank you very kindly. Did we fire both the rear ones? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Right, 8 total. Good, good, good. So you're a Caesar man? No, I hate tomato juice. I hate it so much. I don't think it should exist. Blech. Caesars. Oh, I don't like them. V, what's going on, my guy? V43. 43. It's the Vive. 43. Alright, how we doing on depth? We are creeping up to the 30-meter mark now. And we are making approximately 5 knots currently. I don't drink tomato juice. If you need tomato juice to drink it, I don't drink it. Bloody Marys, Caesars, whatever. Tomato juice is horrible. It's so bad. I've never understood how people drink it. It's so terrible. Anyhoozle. Alright, let's just sort of stay more or less hidden for a little bit. Just a little tiny bit, because we don't want to be giving ourselves away too badly here. And then we'll come up to the surface once we hit this leg of the journey, I think. Yeah, that seems fine. They scold you for it? I don't think it's, like, I wouldn't scold you for it. Apparently it's, like, from what I've seen, it's an extremely, extremely common drink for people to enjoy, but I can't, man. I can't with the tomato juice. I can't do it. It's not my gig. Alright, might as well bring the boat up fully. Drop the snorkel, because a chimney boat looks ridiculous. Just saying. And we should be on navigation here shortly as well. Okay. So we're well over our 10,000 tons that they wanted of us, but we still have quite a bit of kilometers to eat up. Quite a bit of kilometers. Kilometers, even. Valentine needs a little bit of help on the radio since we're so far away from home. She requires a little extra, I don't know, someone to crank it more or something? I have no idea. Let's see now. Mary Dodge was sunk. Hammond was sunk. And the Svaberg was sunk. Groovy. Nice. Nice, even. Alright, Skip, let's get you a little extra help. I'm pretty sure I told him to turn on the thingamajiggers, but what do I know? Okay. Let's give her at max speed. Want to get out in front of whatever's going on here. Why was there smoke coming out of the snorkel? Because I'm using the diesel engines. That's exhaust, my guy. Exhaust coming out of the snorkel. I swapped to diesel engines. Ergo, there be exhaustuses. Alright, we're close enough now that the game is slowing me down, which is a good sign overall. We'll start sort of tucking our way this way. On the bright side, it looks like we're going to get maybe a more, like, closer to a nighttime approach, which is good overall. That's a positive thing. Not nighttime, it'll still be, like, twilight, I think, by the time we connect, but that should be okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stay at... I'm considering going to Periscope here. And the reason for that is I don't want these ships to get even a sniff of me. Was the snorkel supposed to be sucked in air for the combustion? Yes, but the exhaust still has to go somewhere. So, there was two passages. So basically, all of the air in the boat would have tasted of exhaust, right? Because since your intake was also your outtake, you would have been picking up traces of diesel exhaust with every breath. Yeah. Okay. Let's see now. Val can go ahead and rest up. Diablog here wants some help on the engines. Feel free, my... Oh, no, sorry. He swapped over. Skeptical is still not using the... Ah, there we go. Now we're on navigation. We're far enough away now that the game goes, okay, it's fine. Didn't think there'd be a reason for exhaust to go out into the air. No, because of the pressure. The pressure's the problem. So let's say you had like a tailpipe under the water, right? Instead of these vents up here, it was under the water. The pressure would prevent a lot of the exhaust from escaping, so you'd actually choke off the engine and it wouldn't operate, right? So you needed to have somewhere for the exhaust to go out into the air. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so we're about 11 kilometers away from where we think they're going to be, which is fine. We're making 17 knots, though. We are going to want to slow down. Well, not slow down, but get lower soon. I'm going to go ahead and send the snorkel up again now, and I think we'll drop to decks awash here. Yeah. Sure does, my guy. A little bit of sense right there. Yeah, this is what we shall do. Retired, what you doing, my guy? Shouldn't you be in bed or something? Tired, what are you doing? Hello? What is Retired supposed to be doing right now? Huh? What do you even think you're doing, Retired? Come on now. Oh, just whatever the hell he wants. Cool. Okay, well, he just wants to stand there. I mean, that's fine. He can just stand there. It's cool. I'm fine with it. Not gonna be mean about it. I'm just saying it's weird. It's weird, okay? Don't just stand there. It's weird. Don't do it. Alright, we're losing buoyancy now, which is exactly what we want. We want to bring this thing down just a wee bit lower, lower our profile a bit. Not that it matters with the smoke pouring out, but that should get me a little bit closer. So that's going to be good over... Okay, you are a bad person. You should have come in... Like, look at this. You have any idea how much water you're letting in the boat right now? You absolute dingus. Alright, well, we got to turn the pump back on, because these idiots don't know that get in the boat means get in the boat. Brilliant. Anyway. Sure, it's fine, right? Lissa, it's so hard to find good help these days. I'm just saying. It's the most decorated crew in the entire Kriegsmarine. And there they are opening doors while they're underwater. It's amazing. Pardon me. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, we're 6k out. We're going to start wanting a little bit of ear goodness going on. And we might as well drop to Periscope totally. Yeah. Okay, we're at Periscope depth now. Alright, there's our group. It's sort of going like this now, which is okay. And it is currently 7:15 p.m. Just give it a little extra gumption here, and then we're going to start slowing down. Probably here, actually. Let's go to speed 4, extend our range. In December 44, any existing crew... You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Eon. That's 100% true. Alright, still really nothing. Drop to speed 3. Okay, still don't have a good lock. We'll go forward a little bit more because we know they're up here somewhere. Alright, now that we're just over 4K away, let's drop to speed 1. Still not picking up our ships. Unfortunate. Let's go dead stop and blue lighting. That'll give me the absolute maximum range. Almost 45, my guy. Almost 45. It is actually the last day of December. It is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, 1944, currently. Steady as she goes, lads. You're not wrong, my guy. That is more or less the idea. I'm very tempted to start warming torpedoes, but I don't know how far away from target we are. So let's belay that currently. Let's give Val another quick little nap. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. There we go. That should be good there. If the world map shows the Battle of the Bulge. Do you know, I don't think it does. It shows that we are in conflict, but we still control most of France. So, although it's getting harder and harder and harder for us to get supplies. It's becoming really annoying, actually. Now, I don't think they're actually that far up, but they might be. Let's see if we can detect them. See, they're off by 7K, right? So that's a significant amount of error. Like, so they could be anywhere, like in here. Anywhere at all. They could be here, they could be here, right? So we're going to roll forward at 1 and hope for the best. So I'm hoping that the closer we get to the center of that, we'll cut down... there it is. Okay, that's actually not bad. That's pretty good. I'm not seeing warships yet, and that is a concern. That is actually a significant concern of mine currently. We're going to keep rolling forward. We are going to start using the periscope here. So we can get eyes on now. Let's go ahead and start warming as well. Forward torpedoes, please. Cool. Now, let's bring this thing up a little bit. And our quarry should be right over here. Hello. There's our C3 friend. Hello, C3 friend. How are you? I'd like to lock, but the game's not letting me. Okay. Can I lock now? Okay, yep. Now I can lock. Interesting. Interesting. We're going to swap to electric motors here. We don't want to make it easy for them. Okay, I think we can get a speed off of this thing. Let's go ahead and lock it in as its type, though. C3 class. Draft of 7.3, and the ocean's not bad, so we'll be shooting around 7, I think. Let's get a velocity. There's a weird little hiccup there. I didn't like that. We have a party with fireworks. Right? Crazy thunderstorms there. Really? We had a bit of rain the other night. Nothing significant, though. So, you know, it's fine overall, I guess. All right. I'm guessing they're going to be just shy of 7, but it'll show up as 7, so whatever. Find a... I'm assuming you mean tanker. I would love to. I didn't see a tanker the first time we encountered this group, though. So it's possible that there's none to be found. Time will tell. 7 knots makes perfect sense to this guy. Alright, what else we got? That's an Empire... there's something out beyond it. That's an Empire as well. So, I don't see any warships, which, you know, is kind of cool. Because if there are no warships whatsoever, the only thing that could possibly be armed is this C3. And I don't even think she is. There's another Empire back there. She's not showing up as armed, but we might be too far away to tell. So, it's conceivable that we shoot down the C3 and then lay about us with the deck gun. So, yeah. Are there any names painted on C3s? And there are names on C3s, not on Liberties, though. Not on Liberties, no. Okay. We're going to want an angle on bow. Let's, okay. Let me just go ahead and, like, get a rough idea of where this thing is going to be when I take my shot. Something like that looks about right. So if I alter course to come to a dead 90, we're currently 4,300 meters away, which is actually pretty good I'd like to be closer to like 3. We'll see. Better ship skins. Yeah, quality of life. I mean, a lot of people really want it. I want story. That's all I care. I want story, and I want the detection thing to not be a problem anymore. Other than that, I'm good overall with the state of the game. Quality of life is good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need it per se. So it's not a requirement. Okay, so at this point we don't really. This is a terrible time for this BDU. Okay, well, we don't need you on the big ears anymore. Okay, so we're looking at a 3-kilometer shot currently. Yes. BDU wants to talk to me, whatever. Receive. Anyway, we'll figure out what's going on there. Torpedoes again, please. 1 and 2. We should have time to get this warmed up. This looks like impact shots to me. We'll shoot just below the waterline. Like 1.5 meters, something like that. We're going to fire 2 at it. I think that's best, so yeah. That's going to be what we do. An angle on bow is probably a great idea, currently. Let's grab our protractor. New message, no. From me-boat to the boat, and out through le nose, le nostrils. Something like that looks good. 60 degrees currently. Skipper, let's go ahead and lock her in as 60 degrees. Bow right. 60. Come on. Hey, 60.1. Very nice. Very nice overall. All right. Let's just let it do its thing. It's the Swedish ship the BDU wants you to sink. You might not be wrong, actually. You might not be wrong at all. Crucial tech has been loaded on the Empire. Do. Ah, no. Sorry. She's down by Sable Island somewhere. I don't know if we're going to get to that mission, personally. Don't know if it's in the cards for us. Let's get Red Foreman working on a torpedo as well. We might be laying about us with torpedoes, guns, the whole damn nine. So, yeah. Skipper needs... I want to give Skipper a cup of coffee, but I don't want to lose sight on my ships, so let's not do that currently. Yeah, I really think that these ships are all alone. I think they're all by their lonesome with zero armed ships. Which, I mean, okay, they're deep in Canadian waters. I get that, but, like, they were having a hard time in Canadian waters. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was not good. Like, U-boats were just sinking things with impunity. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird way to go, I guess. But whatever. We'll make up stories for you. Well, thanks, KJ. We'll get some stories on the go, people. All right. So we're heading in this wise. Once the ship gets to the 350 degree mark, that's when I'd be super happy about it. That's when I'd be quite happy. Lock, please. Stay locked. Thank you. Alright. So that's the dead center. Whoops. I pulled back on the mouse wheel for reasons I don't particularly understand, but okay. Yeah, when this ship's closer to 350, I would love to shoot at her. Let's go ahead and warm up number 4 just for shiz and gigs. Probably meant to meet up with a large convoy. You're probably not wrong. Okay. Couldn't escort all the ships. Oh, 100%. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, they're so deep in Canadian waters that, you know, realistically it makes sense. So, yeah. All right. We are just allowing some time to go on by. Getting closer and closer. Currently still not showing up as armed, but I'd have to... Let's move this around a little bit. And I see guns. I see... Like, I physically see them, but the game is not recognizing them as guns. I would bet a fair amount of money that she's fully armed, though. I think she's all kinds of squirrely, ready to rock and or roll at a moment's notice. Alright, coming up on the 350 degree mark now. She's steaming out ahead of her friends, which is weird. I'm hoping she hasn't changed speed. Right? I have no indication that she's changed speed, but... Well, you know how that goes. Anyway, let's go ahead and set a distance for our torpedoes. Right there looks fairly yummy. Let's go with the middle pair. Let's go with... Actually, yeah, let's go with just T1s. I can't. They're all They're all T3s. Anyway, we're going for impact triggers. We're going to set this really high to 3,500. I'm going to bring the boat to a stop here, and I'm going to take the distance again. We're going to lower dispersion to like 22 meters, and we're going to bring up the depth to... I want to say a meter and a half sounds about right to me, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to do distance one more time because I was doing some stuff there. I want this to be as accurate as I can make it. And launching. Tube 2, away. Tube 3, away. Excellent. Good job, everybody. Good job. Let's start getting some loading done, gentlemen. Loading, please. We are running very low on torpedoes. It's becoming more and more difficult to do our jobs because of how... Ooh, that's T5. Let's do a T3. It's getting much more difficult to do our jobs. It's unfortunate, but hey, what are you going to do? Val can be sleeping. It's only the skipper that has to stay awake and be all angry about it. And our torpedoes are off on their merry way towards target. We are going to start moving forward again at speed 2. Yeah. Okay. Alright, this is the rear torpedo. So the forward torpedo is right out here. These are skimming just below the surface. Let's see what happens. I think putting big orange blobs where when the ship is armed isn't true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think it's a setting that you should have to choose, personally. Like, for me, just seeing the gun is enough, but sometimes you can see the physical gun and it doesn't light up and they don't shoot at you. Sometimes you see no physical guns and it lights up and they do shoot you. So it's all over the damn place, you know what I mean? So, aggressive patrols. Makes perfect sense there, Semi. Makes perfect sense, my guy. Alright, I'm worried that she changed her speed. I'm worried that she sped up a little bit. I don't know for sure, but I feel like she might have sped up. Maybe. Anyway, we'll find out. I mean, realistically, we are going to find out. So it looks like, I don't know. I really can't tell. I don't want to say. Because I feel like they're a little tiny bit behind, but I might be wrong. Pardon me, sorry. I could be wrong indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and do our own thing. I don't want to lose sight on our targets. Alrighty-roo. This is our C3 friend. She's, of course, American. And we have the sun just behind her, which I think is actually absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Alright, torpedoes, don't let me down. Let's do this thing. Huh? Torpedoes. Somebody else doing all... There it is. And... 2. Lovely. The Ferdinand Gagnon. Odd name for an American ship. Ferdinand Gagnon. She is not doing well. She's taking a fair amount of water on, I think. Yeah. Listing badly, which we expected realistically. We're going to give it a little time before we come to the surface. I don't want her to suddenly start shooting at me, because they will shoot at you all the way down. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay. Ah, she's abandoned. Maximum speed, bring the boat to the surface. Rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let us do it. Alright, let's drop the snorkel because it looks silly. Skipper, let's get you 1 cup of coffee, please. 1 cup of coffee. Just enough so that you'll jump up and do your due when you get a chance. Might as well jump on the radio now to call in the myriad of kills we're about to have. The myriad of kills that we're about to have. Let's go to red lighting. There's our stricken C3 friend. We can't see anything else because no one's actually observing. Skipper, can I get you to actually do your job for a little bit, please? Just give it a shot, you know, just for fun. And with any luck, we're going to shoot down some more stuff. Let's get the deck gun going. And we're also going to get skeptical here on the flak guns with help. We're going to have them fire at ships very shortly. We'll be firing at ships very shortly. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 additional targets. Skipper, let's ensure that we weren't wrong and nobody's armed. We have an Empire Explorer, Swedish variety. We have an Empire Bell, Canadian or British. We have another Empire Bell. Might be Norwegian. I'm not 100% sure. The flag's too far away to see. And we should have one more target. Yes, another Swedish Empire. She's a tower. Swedish Empire Tower. Alright, we are rushing towards targets, and we're going to do our damnedest to, well, kill a bunch of stuff. Realistically, is what we're after here. So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's get in on it. We don't have a ton of deck rounds. Something to bear in mind, I guess. Now, they've all radioed for help. So, that's something we have to be cognizant of. Let's receive all of it, just get a little extra experience out of the deal. I'm starting to stutter a bit, which is odd, but okay. And there's our C3 friend. We're not gonna... You know, I could just sink this on the way by. I probably could. Let's wait. I don't want to waste rounds. We'll wait till we're closer. It's fine. We'll just wait till we're a little bit closer, and then we can handle this as best we can. We've got, what, 69, 70... 77 rounds total. Empires are squirrely, man. Empires are really tough. You know, we might warm torpedoes as we go. Just because, again, as I said, Empires can be really tough. Yeah. Might as well. There's really no reason to not use torpedoes if we have the ability to do so. So, let's see. If we were to... We could probably get this guy with a torpedo, but I'd rather head in this direction so we could get this guy and use the deck gun on the rear of this ship as we go by and then lay into this ship. Alright, what do we pick up from... The Gagnon was torpedoed. Yes, that is a thing that happened. Very good. Let's receive from the Gagnon. Might as well, right? Let's just get all the messages. Huh? Very tempted. I really want to shoot this thing. Wait. I hit it. It was a hit. That was another hit. How are we doing on life, by the way? I think she might go down on her own now. Yes, the Gagnon is sinking, I believe. I'm hoping it doesn't do that thing where it just holds on by, like, the skin of its teeth. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. There it is. The Gagnon is gone. Another... Ooh, radio... I lost the radio transmission because she sank, everybody. She sank below the waves, ergo we lost the transmission. Okay. Might as well just get Val to bed. And start getting ready to rock and roll. You know what? We are just going to head straight forward. We're just going to have to mop this up. I don't think torpedoes are going to work here. We might get to use one, but realistically, it's probably not in the cards. Anyway, let's just move this along a little bit, shall we? She's putting on some speed over here. Do you know, I am considering throwing a torpedo at this. We're close enough that we should be able to hit it. Realistically speaking, we're close enough that we should hit it. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we struck this thing with a torpedo before. I feel like it'd be a waste at this point, wouldn't it? Yeah, I feel like it'd be a waste. We hit this one with a torpedo already, the Sunset Park. Oh well. Oof. Hello. We're here to talk to you about your extended car insurance. Or extended warranty. That makes more sense. Pretend I said that. Pretend that's the thing I said. Hello. Excuse me, sir. It's very important for you to pay attention to me. I require your attention. Oh, that was a little low. We gotta go mostly superstructure here. She's sitting low in the water from the damage we did to her earlier. We are going to want to slow down, too, actually. Let's go speed 3. And, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to get this guy firing at ships. Lay about you with the machine gun, my guy. I need the hitbox, though. It's Kind of important. Hopefully he's shooting at the right stuff. I have no idea where he might be shooting, but whatever. Hello, Mr. Sunset Park. I require you to sink. Can you do this for me, please? Hello, Real. Well, thanks, my guy. Appreciate the support, and welcome to the stream. We're in the, well, very, very West Atlantic as far as we're concerned. We're off the coast of Canada. And we are attempting our damnedest to sink as much as we possibly can in the shortest time as possible. Let's go to AP here. We're basically doing no damage with HE. There it is. Now we're starting to do some damage. She's starting to take on a little water now. I don't want to shoot the same spot, per se. Okay, strike to the rear did basically nothing. Maybe forward again? Let's try that. Not much more. HE it is then. The boys are just going mental. What are you shooting at, fellas? What are we shooting at here? This guy's shooting at him. Okay. Listen. I appreciate your fervor, but if you're just going to waste bullets, like, I'd rather you just didn't fire at anything, realistically, because you're shooting at stuff that's on the horizon, my guy. With a flak gun. Come on. Think about this. There we go. Fire on board now. I would like to see her go abandoned. That'd be very handy. We're going to go in this direction, max speed. She's on fire and abandoned. The Sunset Park is doomed. 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 Anyway, I'm done. I promise. We're not doing lifeboats and stuff. We're going to ignore them. We're just going to let them float. Sorry, but, you know, it's a hard knock life for us, etc. Oh, I really want to shoot at this thing, but I'm very, very low on rounds. I have to, I'm going to start picking and choosing here a little bit. Picking and choosing seems to be the way to go currently. What do you say we, lay into this thing with the flak gun? Oh, I can't. Hang on. Gotta switch this. How do I get you to use the other guns again? Okay, I gotta tell you to go over here. No, I gotta tell you to go over here, and then I want you to use this gun. Yes! This is what I require. I need the gun that's actually pointing towards the boats, please. There we go. Now let's see if we can start some fires. I much prefer using the bigger gun. Dude, you should move. This is super bad for your hearing. I'm just saying. It's not a good thing. This is a poor thing that you're doing. I wish you wouldn't do it. Hello. Ship. Excuse me, ship. I don't know what music stations they can pick up off the... I think they're picking up Radio New York, to tell you the truth. But I refuse to play it on stream due to DMCA bullshit, etc. Dude, move. You're in the way, my guy. Just saying. Okay. You know what? Let's go max reverse for a sec. Reverse for a second? Reverse for a second. Let's pitch a torpedo at this thing. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll throw a torpedo at it. She's on a course of, say, I don't know, 75 degrees maybe? Nope, 75 goes down here, thank you. Let's get a single torpedo ready at 4 meters depth. Sounds about right to me. And we'll wait until we've got a little room. And we'll see what we can do about the... It's the Nord again. I love this guy. Take it easy, Geek Facka. Much obliged, my guy. Thanks for swinging by in the first place, my dude. Rock and roll. Alright. We're about 300 meters-ish away now. Let's stop for a sec. Let her move. She's Tokyo drifting on me. Alright, we are 312 meters out. 312 meters out. She is back on that course of roughly 75. Oh, hang on. I've already got one flooded. And... Is this annoying? And... Fired. Alright. Let's see how we do. I think we should back up, though. 20 seconds. Come on, baby. Don't let me down. Come on. 10 seconds. There it is. Ooh, she's not doing well. She's not doing well, everybody. We're going to back up in this direction and see if we can catch this guy with the rear tube. Yeah, let's just oh wait, is the rear, no, the rear tube is a T5. You know what we'll do then is we'll head in this direction and we'll pop the T5 out the rear at this dude. Yeah, that's what we'll do, right? Nord is abandoned and on fire. She's done. She is done. We might want to... I don't think I need him on the guns anymore. Because he's not great at it. He just fires everywhere. You can go turn the pump on for me. How about that? Just go do the pump thing. It's fine. It's fine. You just do what you gotta do. And we are heading for another little friend of ours. Let's get on the diesels, please. I'd like to go faster. Go say hello to this fella right here. Let's sort of cut up the middle for the time being, so we can pitch the T5 at the rear. And I don't really understand what's happening there, but okay. Okay, let's get ready for the T5. That's weird. Anyway, it's like we skipped out of the water or something. She is something to the tune of, I don't know, let's call it 2,400 meters. 24 hundo meters. And she's probably going around 6. And she's probably in a course of about 90-ish. Let's go ahead and flood the T5. We're going to go magnetic at a 3-meter draft. That should hit pretty much anything. It means North Norway. Weird. I had no idea it actually meant something. I thought it was like somebody's name or something. Okay. And we are drifting slow to speed 1. She's changed quite a bit here. Let's say 50 degrees and pop the T5. T5 away. With any luck, this thing isn't going to turn around and try to kill me. Okay, one of the other ships went down, probably this fella here, because yeah, they're not having a great time. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they're not doing well. They're not doing great. We're not going to be going very fast heading towards this target because, well, you know how it is. You know how it is with T5s. We'll wait until it looks like she's locked, and then we'll maybe increase our speed a bit. And there it is. Okay, let's go speed 3. The, sorry, the what? The Santos here, with any luck, is about to have a really bad day. A really bad day overall. 10 seconds out. She's awful rusty. Very rusty. Atlantic ships normally are, though. Come on, baby. Where's my T5 friend? It's a miss. It really shouldn't be a miss. I think you're crazy. Torpedo should be like right there, kind of thing. Anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see how we do. I really feel like it's gonna hit. There it is. Hello. Santos is on fire. We've knocked the spars off the rear, which is always fun. She might put out the flames. She might not. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, back to the guns, please. All right. HE rounds. Let's wait until we're a little bit closer. Turn, little T5, turn! No. No turning. No turning allowed. Wow, this thing is like booking it. She is booking it. She's probably trying to ram me. They do that, actually. They will ram you if they're given half a chance. Alright, boomskis. Let's go ahead and slow down to 2. Boomskis. Her hitbox might be a great idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. The Dalaro, etc. Hello? Nothing. Alright, let's swap to AP. See if we can do some actual damage. What do you say? And come on. Oh, that might have skipped in, but I doubt it. Just a little too late. I think we did like half of a fingernail's worth of damage there. Come on, Salted. You can't miss, buddy. We have no bullets, essentially. No damage at all. Come on. I think that one was close enough to skip in. I don't know. Come on. Reload on your own time, gentlemen. Stop the boat. We're getting ahead of it. I really, really think the devs should revisit the damage modeling in this. There's no way that I'm driving shells through the ship and it picks up 0 damage. Like, that's just crazy, right? That's mental. That's insane. Right? It doesn't make it... There. Now suddenly there's damage. Yeah. Okay. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I mean, weirdly enough, shooting the superstructure seems to do nothing. Once upon a time, you could fire HE shells into the superstructure and it would catch fire, which was nice. That was sort of the point. Alright, she's taking damage now. Not a lot of damage, but some. Getting low on ammo, people. Let's go back to AP. Getting low on ammo here. Essentially doing no damage whatsoever. Cool. Tell you, man, whoever designed the Empire ship, that dude should work for NASA. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. Just saying. Like these are tough boats. They're always tough. Always. No matter when you run into them, they are nasty. Like, look at this. Okay, can we wait a little bit? Maybe she'll sink. You gonna sink? She's abandoned. She sunk. Excellent. You did sink, right? Right? Anyway. Where's my other little buddy? Oh, there she is. Hi. Oh, she's all crippled up and stuff now. Okay. Let's back up in this direction, shall we? The Delaro is indeed gone. Gone, gone, gone. Okay. Nyom. Late again. Sorry, retired, my guy. Good to see you, though, by the way. NASA rockets tend to have fewer torpedoes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, a little less. Probably a little less. Overall. You know. Probably. Boxes, what's up, my guy? We're, wrapping up... mopping up the dregs of a convoy that we completely wiped out stem to stern, so... Always a good time. Always a good time. Just got one last little crippled up ship to blow up, and then, all is well. We're ready to go. Takes an awful long time to get to it. I'm just saying. Just saying. The Santos completely abandoned, and yeah, we're good to go here. Nothing doing, nothing left except the crying, etc., etc. The little empire that could. The little empire that could. Alrighty, Roo. Okay. Hello, Santos. Hello, my friend. Should be skipping it at that distance there. There it is. That might be it. Oop, should probably slow down, though. Might... no, she's gonna stay up. She's gonna be kind of mean about it and just not sink. You're being unreasonable. Just sink already. Christ. 100 kilometers go... Right? 100%. Hello. Hello there. If you would do me the honor of sinking, I'd be most grateful. Etc. Nothing. No damage. No damage at all. Really? Come on, game. Let's all be friends, shall we? Nothing. Wow. 1,000 more, right? That's pretty much what we're gonna be doing. Come on, people. I mean, it's just high explosive rounds. It's only high explosive rounds, right? There it is. Get the hell out of here. Jesus. Ugh. My God. Okay. Anyway. That took some doing, now didn't it? Skipper's very, very tired, I believe. Yes, probably quite tired. Semi doesn't need to be on that anymore. Diablock can do his own thing. And we have a bunch of messages queued up. 5 of them to be exact. So speed 3. We got some kilometers to eat, people. Let's fire in those messages. 15,000 more budgets to add to my... oh, I'm actually under 300,000 now. Interesting. Okay. Let's max that out. You don't need help there. You don't need help there. We're not picking up survivors because there's no point. And we have to go south, people. South. South indeed. Let's go. Let's go get these kilometers. Another... It says convoy. It's just sunken ships. Sunken ships. Eben Jaeger, thanks very much for the follow. Much obliged. Much obliged, much obliged. Hello. Hello, hello. Alright. We just have to get far enough away that we can use proper time compression. For whatever reason, the game counts wreckage as land. I'm not 100% sure what the dealio is there, but hey, what are you going to do? So there's the Halifax convoy that contains the Dew. Oh, I'm still on electric, so I'm really dumb. The Dew, as it's called. We will not be attempting to find the Dew. It's entirely too much of a hassle, and we have essentially no torpedoes left. So that's not going to be a thing we do. We are, however, going to have to refuel before we can hope to get home. Luckily, we know we have a boat here in Charlie 1. A milk cow with which hopefully we can get a little extra fuel. We could make it across, realistically. I think we could, but whatever. Not gonna do the Dew. Oh my god. Eon. Why? Why do you do this to me? What did I ever do to you? Etc. Alright, let's get into sector CC1. Gas up. And part of the reason why I want to gas up is because port has almost no gas left. So if I can use a milk cow, I'm gonna. You know what I mean? Come on, my dude. Get up out of bed. We gotta call a milk cow. Resupply, please. Let's go. Want it. Give me the gas. Let's go with the gas. Yeah. 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 Coordinates on map. Fantastic. Brah! Was that scary? I was wondering if that would be scary or not. Anyway. Does it have torpedoes? Yes, I believe it does, actually. It should. She's sitting in roughly the same spot we left her last time, which is interesting, but okay. That's cool. Although, last time I think it had really poor torpedoes, like T2s and such. We don't want those. They're gross. They're sad. They make me sad. Okay, we're going to go right to there. Alright, 7 kilometers out. 6. Don't crash into them, by the way. I did that one time. Please don't do that. It's not a good idea. Kill the motor there. Get ready to resupply the boat. My milk cow friend is right there. Hello, milk cow. Hello. Send a delegate. I will send the skipper, because that is his job. To go do skippery things. Skipper tasks. No, I don't know. I have nothing. I was trying to think of a joke there and I got nothing. I got nothing. What do you want me to do? I admitted it, okay? Forget it. It's fine. Forgets it. And boopskis. Cargo, please. Fuel, please. Yes, fuel. Yes. Let the hate run through you. What? I don't even know. I think I want a couple of these. Probably like 3 of them. Can't really remember how many I used. I'm sure it's fine. Food. Not really. Torpedoes. What do we got? Good T3. Another good T3. Another good T3. And that's really it. The T1P1. Nope. Not worth it. Return to the ship! Okay. Sometimes the nothing is something. You're not wrong, Couch. You're not wrong, my guy. Alright, we have completed our mission. 13 days it took us to cross. 13 days. We should still have a fair amount of fuel, actually. Should be okay. Should be alright. 13 days later. Apparently the whole world has lost all light. There it is. Okay. Coasting on into port. Today is Tuesday, January 16th, 1945. Home stretch, people. Home stretch. Not much left. Skeptical picks up some points. Good job, Skeptical. Semicolon picks up some points. Good job, my guy. And the skipper gets points because he's better than you all. You have to understand that. Anyway, we took down the Sveaborg. Swedish, of course, carrying raw resources from Halifax to Liverpool, 2,233 tons. Then the Mary M. Dodge, she had a GRT of 7,765 tons. taking resources from Halifax to Liverpool out of the USA. KJ, thanks for them biddies, my guy. Much obliged, much obliged. The Ferdinand Gagnon, 7,794 tons. Food from Halifax to Liverpool out of the US. Sunset Park had 4,084 tons. Resources from Halifax to Liverpool out of Canada. Sorry, boys. My countrymen. The Nordnorge, she had 5,679 tons of medical supplies. Sorry, well, that's the GRT, whatever. She was out of Norway, going from Halifax to Liverpool. We attacked the Convoy. The total GRT of the Convoy was 11,347 tons. Then there was the Santos, Halifax to Liverpool, raw resources. GRT was 6,287 tons out of Sweden. Well, not a bad little patrol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 downed ships. We did not do the do, unfortunately, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It is what it is. One foot in front of the other, etc., etc. All right. Oh, fuel is becoming a problem, people. Fuel is really, really, really becoming a problem. Yeah, I don't really know how that's going to work out over the course of time. I really couldn't say. I don't know. But I do know that it's time to end the stream. I love and hate doing it like that. I both love and hate doing it like that. There's something that's sort of weirdly pleasing about it, but at the same time, I feel bad for doing like sort of a cliffhanger-y thing. But at the same time, everybody, I have gone over my time by 21 minutes tonight, so ergo, it is what it is. That is quite a face there, Pagan. Thanks for that. Okay, so a very, very solid patrol overall. Nothing wrong with that in any way, shape, or form. We were sent out to get 10,000 tons, and we got a whole bunch more than that. We got something to the tune of, I want to say, 21, 25, 26, 27, close to 30, I think. 30,000, give or take. Somewhere in there, I think. Somewhere in that vicinity is where we ended up, which is great, don't get me wrong. Yes. We are running near the ragged edge end of the war. So what are we looking at? We're looking at September of 45. Was that the end of the war? September 45? I might be wrong. I feel like it was September. Come on. Thank you, KJ. Much obliged, V. Good night indeed. Thanks for coming by. Yes. So, I'm not sure where we're gonna go after the war. I'm not sure what the future of the U-boat stream is. I have some ideas, I have some thoughts, but I'll hold on to that for the time being. Oh, September was VJ Day, May 45. There you go, my guy. May 45. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we're getting there. Yeah, it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. I mean, it's probably best. I've yet to have seen the end of the war in this newest version. Apparently there is an end. I don't know if it's a movie or just like a card on the screen. I don't know. Please don't tell me. There is an end to the war, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to share it with you guys. So that will be something that I am very much looking forward to. Yeah, so I've been rambling on for the last 2 hours or so, everybody. My throat's getting a little sore, not gonna lie. It's weirdly difficult to talk for hours and hours on end. I really don't know how people do those 12-hour, 24-hour streams. I can't even imagine, honestly. I think that's terrifying, and it kind of worries me. I don't think it's good for you overall, probably. But hey, what do I know? What do I really know at the end of the day? What do I really know? I know that it was a good stream. I know that I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. I know that these are my socials, and if you aren't following me on those things, people, what are you even doing with your life? Come on now. If anybody was following me on Twitter, they would have known about this early stream tonight. So, you know, anybody that didn't know about it, well, shame on you for not following me on Twitter. Just saying. Water and Ricola. You guys remember those commercials? I used to love those commercials. My generation, it was Sucrets. The metal tin of Sucrets, the like awful pink. Anyway, they were terrible. But they did work. All right, folks, that's enough rambling from me. It's been a hell of a time, and I really do appreciate you coming out. Hope to see you again in the future real soon. But until next time, I have been Lightly Salted. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.